Ring Walk Danny, ThaBoxingvoice.com here with the one and only Bozy Ennis. Bozy, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you been, man?
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. Good to see you here in San Francisco. Obviously, you have Andy Cruz on the card, making his second professional fight on such a big stage. Another camp that you was able to work with Andy. Talk to us about the progression.
Well, I put a lot of time in him with this time. The first time was only like 6 weeks, and he picked up, you know, a lot of the stuff that I was teaching.
Yes, sir.
Now this time you're gonna see a different Andy Cruz. You know what I mean? Each time you see him, he can get better and better.
Now he had a tough opponent, Hector Tanahara, that fell out, but still another tough opponent come Saturday night.
Right.
What adjustments had to be made with the change of opponent? And
we don't just prepare for one opponent.
Okay.
And that's my style. And we train and get smart from all different types of fighting. Just like this guy fell out. Well, we got another opponent coming in, and so all the guys that we work with, they got different styles. So we prepare for the different styles.
Boxing World is very excited to see what Andy brings. Obviously, we've seen him for years in the amateurs and all the success that he had there.
Right.
Oftentimes, though, a lot of these decorated amateurs get moved along pretty quick.
Right.
Is there any concern that, you know, you guys get the proper development and that he doesn't get rushed too fast?
Right. See, I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
That's the manager and you know,
promoter.
This promoter. My main objective is that I train some. You know what I mean? I get him ready for the fight.
Get him ready.
You know what I mean? And that's it, you know what I mean? So other than that, you know, and like I said, he's been progressing, man. He's working on sitting down with his punches, you know what I mean? Using his jab more, you know what I mean? Stop dancing so much. Sometimes it's time to dance, to move around. Sometimes it's time to sit down.
What are you looking, or what are you expecting from him Saturday night? Well, you know, obviously it's only second pro fight. You know, expectations have to be relatively low. You know, speaking, but you know, what are you expecting from him and looking forward to seeing from him Saturday night? Well,
I expect Andy put on a beautiful performance, man, and show him what he's been learning. You know what I mean? We don't take nothing away from him. We add on. We add on. You know what I mean? And he picked up a lot of his traits. You know what I mean? And everybody loved him in the gym. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, you're gonna see a spectacular. You're gonna see every time you're gonna see something different. That's the way we train.
We just heard the chants in the background. I can't help but ask. Boxing World's been talking a lot today, as it's been announced that PBC is confirmed that they'll be moving on to Amazon Prime starting next year. A lot of implications, obviously, for Jaron, your son, given that he is now a full world champ now that Terrence has vacated. And, you know, for me, too, I think is a, you know, opportunity for him to be able to get some of these fights that possibly, you know, couldn't be done and couldn't be made before. How excited are you, and how excited is Jaron to, you know, get back in the ring, and when can we expect to see him?
We're excited, though, but the title that we have, we didn't want the title like that. We wanted to fight for the title. You understand? But we've been after the title for 2 years. You already know that when you came out of the gym. And Spence didn't want to fight him at the time. And so we was going to get the winner of Spence and Crawford. And then Spence and Crawford, they always got into a little argument talking about, yeah, I always just spend my mandatories. But when it comes down to Crawford winning the fight, and we expect him to defend his mandatory, but he didn't want to fight Boots. You know what I mean? But he's also going around saying that of I was Boots, I would rather fight for the title than giving the title. But we waiting for too long, 2 years for the title. I mean, we don't want it like that, but we wanted to fight Juice, Crawford.
Absolutely.
But you didn't want to fight it, so why would you say something like that? You know what I mean? You know, and that's the way I look at it, though. Right now, that's why you don't see us rejoicing and happy and all that, because we wanted to fight for the title. You know what I mean? We didn't want nobody to give it to him, but we didn't want him to give it to nobody else. So that's why we took the title.
Let me ask you this, realistically speaking, is there any names that...
We wanted all of them. We wanted all of them. We wanted Thurman. We wanted Thurman. What's the Stanionis? We wanted all them guys. Stanionis got the WBA. What the problem with us? What we going to do?
Right.
We're going to clean the 147 out. And once we clean that, we get all the titles, then we're going up to 154. Simple as that.
Last thing for me, big fight. As I said, Andy Cruz is on a huge card here.
Right, right.
Big fight in the main event between Dazn and haneyprograis.
Right.
How do you see the fight play out, Bozy?
I think that's a great fight, man. Both of them good fighters, man. You know what I mean? Dazn box, he can move, and he also will fight you. You know what I mean? And then you got Regis, a puncher boxer. You know what I mean? Mostly they put the pressure on you. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. You know what I mean? That's all I can say about that. You know what I mean? I like both of them guys, man. You know what I mean?
Well, look forward to hearing some news on Jaron. You know, the boxing world loves to see him fight. We love to see the fights that he puts on for the people, the skill, the class that he has in the ring. And same for Andy Cruz.
And when Jaron should be fighting in February.
February.
Yeah, and I think we got somebody locked in. Somebody is volunteer. You know we got the title now, right?
Right, absolutely.
You don't hear nobody asking to fight Jaron. One person that said he would fight him. Barrios. So we might be getting Barrios.
Now Barrios is the interim WBC champ.
Right.
So you know if what we think it happened, you know, Bud gonna vacate the titles. Now he'd be elevated.
Yeah, so exactly.
Could that be a potential unification by the time?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
February, you're saying?
Yep, February. We be fighting again in February. Yep.
Bozy, thank you so much. We appreciate you as always, my guy.
Yeah, family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.